What's up, guys? Matt here. It's Monday, which means it's time for our weekly update and what sold on eBay video. We had a fantastic week this week. I think we had 38 sales this week, which is by far the best week I've had on eBay so far. So, extremely happy about that. We had a couple of really nice sales, which as always I save this for the end. But let's start with our weekly update. I'm going to try to go through this pretty quickly. I'm going to show you guys a few things that I picked up during the week sourcing. Not really much going on other than, you know, we did a little sourcing this week, had a lot of sales, so we were doing a lot of work on the back end. The YouTube channel is going great. I put out a video the other day about just kind of like a beginner's guide to eBay video. So I want to thank you guys for, I had a lot of great responses on that, and it seemed like you guys liked that one. So I appreciate that. I think we're closing in on 200 subscribers, which is awesome. Very surprised by this, but thank you guys for that. But like I said, I want to keep this portion of the video short. If you're new to the channel, again, my name is Matt. I'm a full-time eBay reseller. I've been doing it for about 4.5 months now. So I'm still very new to reselling on eBay, but we are doing pretty well at it. So let me show you guys a few of the pickups that I got this week on sourcing. So the first is it's actually a Facebook Marketplace pickup, which does not happen very often for me. I try to buy stuff off Facebook Marketplace. Never really had a whole lot of success with it, but this week we had a really nice video game score. Paid $200 for a nice video game lot. One of the things that was in there is this Atari Jaguar. This is an old Atari from like the mid-90s. Atari tried to come out with a cartridge-based system to compete with like the N64. It was bad. It was a very bad system. Had very bad reviews. I actually had this system back in the mid-90s. I bought this system brand new for 20 bucks, and the games were like $3 a piece. It was like at the end of its run. It was going out of production. Anyway, so I had it at one point in my life, and just like most of my other video game stuff, I sold it off. I think I sold it to GameStop or something, according to my dad. My dad played this way more than I did, so I was happy to add this to the collection. The reason I'm showing you this is a really bad system, but it's extremely collectible because there just wasn't. It's kind of rare because just not a lot of people bought it. But the system itself and like one controller is like $250. So I paid $200 for all this stuff I'm going to show you guys. This alone paid for that. This is like a $250 system, something between $200 and $250. Came with one game in its box, Alien vs Predator for the Jaguar. This game sells for about $100 bucks with the box, the manual. So that was really nice. Got a Super Nintendo system, which is back there on my table. A couple of controllers, which is cool. It's something I'll sell on eBay. Had a few games in there with the Super Nintendo. One a decent game, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This is like a $40 or $50 game. This will go into my collection because the one I'm getting ready to show you is one that I'll sell to recoup my $200. So what I plan on doing with this is probably keeping the Jaguar because it's one of the systems, like I said, I had it when I was a kid, a teenager. Me and my dad played a lot of it. My dad played way more than I did. So it's just kind of a system that means a little something to me because I just remember me and my dad sitting around playing it. So I'll probably keep that, and the game that I'll sell to recoup the $200, one Super Nintendo game, and that's this Castlevania Dracula X. This sells on eBay for, I think the latest one sold for $208. So an extremely rare, pretty darn rare Super Nintendo game. I'll sell this. I actually never really played this I've never played this Castlevania game before. The Castlevania game I like is for the regular Nintendo, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. The rest of them don't really have any meaning to me, you know. It would be nice to keep this in my collection. This would be by far the most expensive game that I have. But, yeah, not a whole lot of meaning behind it. So I'll be able to sell this, recoup my $200. I'll keep the Jaguar and the couple other games that I got. So that was a really nice pickup from Facebook Marketplace, of all places, this week. The other thing I wanted to show you guys was, if you remember, if you watched the video, it's been about a month now, maybe 5 weeks, I bought a couple of storage units, and in one of the storage units was a hot chocolate machine. Did not know it was in there. I paid 40 bucks for the storage unit. I thought it was a filing cabinet when I first saw the pictures online, and then when I got to the storage unit, I was like, wow, this is definitely not a filing cabinet. Turned out it was a hot chocolate machine. So in this last month, it worked. The hot chocolate machine would turn on, but it had a few problems, like it leaked. I could tell why the person put it in their storage unit. One of the motors, it has two like places where you can make hot drinks. One of the motors on it was out. It cost me and my dad, it cost me $10 to replace it, the motor. And there was a couple other parts that needed replaced because it had some leaks and stuff. So finally, after 4 or 5 weeks of me and my dad cleaning it, giving a thorough cleaning and working on, replacing the motor and other parts, we finally got it to the point where I could sell it. And here it is. That's the picture of the hot chocolate machine. Runs great, like I said. Just a great little machine. Like I said, it came out of a $40 unit, which I've already actually sold things in the unit for $40. So I made my $40. So this is all profit. This particular model and a used sells for about $750. So I'm going to try to get this. It's going to be a local sale for me. I'll put it on Facebook Marketplace. I'll put it on eBay locally. But just a really nice, for like a small restaurant, a cafe, maybe even home use. It's got two different, like I said, two different places where you can put two different hot beverages in there. Just a really clean and nice machine. It's not all scratched up, so it was pretty nice. Like I said, really the only thing that was wrong with it was the motor. One of the motors was out. Cost me and my dad $10 to replace the motor. Took us 5 minutes to put the new motor in, so it was a really nice one. But so anyway, that's the news, I guess, and what was going on this week. Like I said, we had a great week of sales. 38 sales this week, which is by far, I don't want to say by far, but it's the most sales we've had in 1 week. I think a couple of weeks ago we had 34, 35, something like that. So 38 sales. What's that? Man, math. Like 5.5 sales a day, something like that, which is fantastic. But let's get into it. Like I said, we got a lot to go, so I'm going to try to get through these as quick as possible. This week we sold all of our main sellers. Legos sold, watch boxes sold, remotes sold, cell phones sold. Got a couple of things. Got one item to show you guys that's kind of an interesting one that I sell a lot of, and I want to give you guys some information about that. But let's get started right here with a VTech Touch and Learn Activity Desk stool. Picked this up at the thrift store for $1. This is just like, so kids have those little VTech like activity desks. And a lot of times these stools either break or they get lost or whatever. So I'll pick up these stools for like there's like a lot of Disney vanities that have stools and things like that. If I can get them for $1 or $2, usually you can sell them for about $20 plus shipping, 25 sometimes. This one was nice because it broke down. It was very easy to ship, and we got $19.95 plus shipping. And I always forget to tell this part at the beginning. So what I'll do is I'll show you guys what I sold. I'll tell you how much I paid for it. How long I had it, where I got it from, if it was something that I found or something my wife found. And then there are some things that I took offers on. So I will tell you about those as well if I took offers. I don't believe that I took an offer on this. I did. Okay. Took an offer on this one, $15 plus shipping. So I paid $1. We got $15 plus shipping. Like I said, I had this for maybe a month. Maybe a month or so. Paid $1 for it at St. Vincent de Paul. And it was really easy to ship. That's why I liked it. I picked it up. I was like, man, I really don't want to ship this. And then one of the legs actually fell off on the ground. I'm like, oh, that's even better. So, yeah, the little legs come off there. It was like, yeah, we can sell this. All right, here's the item that I wanted to talk to you guys about. This is a Brother typewriter. This is something I sell a lot of, surprisingly. I can usually get these at the thrift store anywhere between $3 to like $7 at the thrift store. I usually find them only at one thrift store, St. Vincent de Paul. But very easy. These are not too terribly hard to ship because they're kind of flat, so they're not big and bulky. They weigh up, I think, 12 pounds or something. Not terribly expensive. The person's going to pay for shipping, so the shipping cost doesn't really matter. What you really want to look for if you're going to purchase these is you want to look for, this is what's called a daisy wheel typewriter. So basically inside this chamber, inside this compartment, this wheel is contained. You want to open this up and take this wheel out and look at, see all those little prongs? Sometimes those can get bent or broken. If they are, then this is like this daisy wheel is no good, and it's kind of hard to find replacements. I think you can find replacements here on eBay, but I'll leave them behind if the daisy wheel's like not in good condition. But basically what this does is when you press the key, it hits whatever key you press there and puts it to the paper and puts the ink on there. So that's called the daisy wheel. It's contained in this compartment right here. There's like a little lever. You could basically pull a lever and then you could pull this daisy wheel out. So that's what you're looking for. Like I said, like anywhere between $3 and $8 for these. And I sold this one for $54.95 plus shipping. So, in maybe a week I had this, maybe. I've sold a ton. Now, the Smith & Corona, I wanted to say that too. The Smith & Corona typewriters also sell, but I don't feel like they sell nearly as well as these Brother ones. I feel like the Brother typewriters sell, and I've sold, this is an ML100. I've sold all different types. Some that are electronic, some that have like a little LCD screen right there in the middle, some, these that do not. Doesn't really matter. I can usually get around $60 plus shipping for any of them. So I usually get drops shipped on these a lot too. So I think most of these that I sell is from different drop shippers. They're gifts, obviously. But wanted to share that kind of a, I don't know, bolo with you guys. One of mine. I don't really see a whole lot of other, I watch a ton of other YouTubers that, what's sold on eBay videos. Don't really see a whole lot of people selling these. But maybe they're just not as prevalent in their areas. But I find these, usually find one of these, maybe one every couple of weeks or something. So not too bad. All right, here are some makeup that I purchased from Elder Bierman closing sales a couple of months ago. Paid $6 for this, and we got $19.95 plus shipping. Like I said, had it a couple of months. Paid $6. We'll make about, I don't know, after fees and stuff, $10 on these. Sold a couple of those this week. Right, here's a Nintendo Wii remote. Sell a lot of these as well. This one does not have the Motion Plus built in. Actually has the Motion Plus connector on the bottom there. Came with the nunchuck, just an old Wii remote. Got this as part of a lot. Don't really know how much I had into it. Didn't have this long. I maybe a month or something. What did I get for that? $15.95 plus shipping. So got the full price for that. And I got one more of those to sell. And here's a nice remote sale. Paid $1 for this. 3 pictures, pretty easy. Paid $1, $19.95 plus free shipping, so it was $2.66 to ship. A little padded envelope, pretty easy. Did not have that too. I can't really say how long I had remotes because I buy so many remotes I forget like actually where I get them from. But I know that I usually don't pay more than $1 for a remote. It'd have to be a pretty darn special remote for me to pay more than $1. All right, here's this is actually a wife find. A few months ago, she bought this off of an online auction site, and I think she paid $1 for this. Paid $1 for this. We sold it for $34.95 plus shipping. Had it for, actually sold this once. Went to the person. They said, "Oh, it doesn't fit my my car seat." They sent it back, and then I resold it. So actually resold it the second time for more. So $34.95 plus shipping, and we paid $1 for that. Had it for a couple of months. Alright, this is a church rummage sale find. Me and my wife went to a church rummage sale a couple weekends ago now, I think. Paid $3 for this. Ticket to Ride. This is brand new, sealed. I know Ticket to Ride is like a pretty popular game. So that's why we picked it up. And I bought it for sold it for $27.95 plus shipping. So $27.95 plus shipping. This, I think I posted this and like the next day it sold. So it took like 1 day to sell. Like I said, paid $3 for it. Sealed board games. I'll usually, even if they don't sell for a whole bunch, if it's sealed, it's just so easy. Not a whole lot can go wrong with that. All right, here's a shout out to the Bearded Picker. Who Knew is a cranium type game. It's a variant of cranium. See these at the thrift store pretty often. I think at one point I had 5 or 6 different copies of Who Knew in my collection. Sold a couple this week. Sold this one for $19.95 plus shipping. Usually pay about $2 or $3 for these, so you don't make a whole bunch of money, but they do sell. The thing you want to look for is that it's complete. It comes with these little chips, and sometimes these little chips are missing, so I think there's supposed to be 6 of each color, and then the other thing that's missing often is that little slip of, I guess you put the card in there at some point to conceal it. A little card concealer is sometimes missing, so... Anyway, like I said, paid $2 or $3 from the, not sure what thrift store I bought this from, but $2 or $3. Got several copies, different copies of this. Who knew? Again, shout out to the Bearded Picker. Watched his videos on what sold on eBay, and he was like, "Oh, who knew that Cranium would sell?" And I was like, "Hey, I've seen that before," so I started buying them. And there's a really nice video game sale. Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. It's a pretty sought-after game, and it's pretty common. I think this was, which surprised me, this was I think the best-selling game on the Nintendo GameCube, and it still sells for $54.95 plus shipping. I got this for $2 at a yard sale. I had this for maybe a month and a half, something like that. So I had it for a pretty decent amount of time, but $54.95 plus shipping on that. Plus free shipping on that, so $2.66. Again, definitely one to look out for. Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. All right, here's another one of the what I say. It's probably a bolo for me. I mean, I sell a lot of these. Get them at yard sales. You see these at yard sales. These is like Homedics, massagers. If you can get these for like $1 or $2, they usually sell. This one sold for $22.95 plus shipping. Usually you can get about $25, sometimes $30 for these Homedics ones. If they have like the heat, this one I don't think had heat. This wasn't a heated one. If it's a heated one, it sells for a little bit more. But like I said, paid $1 or $2 for this at a yard sale. Sold for $22.95 plus shipping. So you've seen me sell a lot of those over the last several videos. There's another really nice find at the thrift stores. Me and my wife went to the thrift store. These are Gillette razors, like still in package. You know, if you're a dude, you know these things are very expensive to buy, like razor heads. But paid, what did I pay? I paid 80 cents per pack, so $1.60 per listing. I had 2 listings for $24.95 a piece. Someone bought both, so they paid $49.90 plus free shipping on these, and these sold within like an hour. So I posted these, and an hour later they sold. I had, what did I have total into it? $3.20 total into both listings. $49.90. Got these from the thrift store. They were just hanging on a little peg hook. I was like, yeah, razors have got to sell. Like, these things are expensive, and they did. Sold very quickly. All right, here's another Facebook Marketplace pickup. This is I bought 2 of these Logitech C920s. If you're getting into if you want to do YouTube videos or Twitch streaming or anything like that, Facebook live streaming or anything, this particular Logitech is a very nice webcam. It's the Logitech C920. It's a very nice webcam for just doing like YouTube videos and stuff. Paid $15 for this on Facebook Marketplace. Lady had 2 of these. She said she bought them and then didn't use them or something. I don't know. But I bought 2 of them, and they both sold. This one I took an offer, $43 plus shipping. So $43 plus shipping. We paid $15 for this. The other one sold within like a week of having it. This one took a little bit longer. A lot of people would send me messages about this. I would get so many offers on this. People like sending me like $25 offers, $30 offers, and I just kept holding out. I held out until I got $43 plus shipping. So this is a really nice Ping backpack. I kind of wanted to keep this for myself. Me and the wife got this from a yard sale. It's been a couple months now. Had this for a couple months. Really nice. It's just like a travel Ping. Ping is like a brand of golf brand backpack. It was really clean. The zippers all worked. Paid $1 for this at a yard sale, so it was a really nice backpack for $1. Took an offer on this one, $29 plus shipping. Like I said, had this a couple of months. I kind of wanted to keep it for myself. Here's another Who Knew game. Again, $2 for this. Probably $2 or $3 is usually what the thrift store sells them for. You know, like I said, just make sure all the pieces are there. That's the most important. Sold this for $14.95 plus shipping. So $14.95 plus shipping. Had it for a couple months, I would say. They're starting to sell. I think I have 3 more copies of Who Knew. Alright, here's our first Lego figure of the week. I think we sold 3 or 4 this week, so we had a pretty decent week for selling Lego stuff. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but just know I spent $10 at a yard sale on a huge bin of Legos. Had a bunch of Harry Potter minifigures in it, and I've been selling a lot of them and making a lot of money. This one is Harry Potter in his gillyweed suit or something. I don't know. $14.95 plus shipping. That's what I do know. $14.95 plus shipping. Had a penny into this, let's say. Alright, another one of those makeups. $6. Elder Beerman sales. Sold this one for $14.95 plus shipping. So, a couple of months I had that. Alright, here's a Walkman. If you watched the last episode of What Sold on eBay, I sold this sports Walkman that was brand new, new in package for $120. This one was not brand new in package. It still sold for $39.95 plus shipping. Came with a little pair of headphones. I threw those headphones in there. Had this for maybe a couple of weeks. Got this from, what was that? St. Vincent de Paul. I paid $2 for this. It was like in a bag. It had these headphones and that for $2. I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. It was in really nice condition. It worked really well. So $39.95 plus shipping. This went to California. I could just imagine someone on their rollerblades right now, rollerblading down the boardwalk, listening to that Sony headset. You know, Walkman. Sounds good. Alright, picked up this Bible. Shout out to Lonnie, Garage Flips. Sold a Bible. I really don't find Bibles that have a whole lot of value like he does, but this one did. Got this from a church rummage sale for 50 cents. It was genuine leather, which is what I always look for. It's what he told me to look for. It's just a Counselor's Edition. I think King James Version. So, Bibles sell if you get the right ones. This one sold for $25 plus shipping. Took an offer on that one. Like I said, paid 50 cents. So the person offered me $25, and I said, yeah, that sounds good. Pretty happy about that. All right, here's another remote. Again, paid $1 for these. Like a remote I really don't spend more than $1 for. Not sure how long I had it for, and not sure where I got it from because I buy a lot of remotes from a lot of different places. And they can be, sometimes they can be long tail. Some of them sit around for, 2-3 months. This one I took an offer on, $7 plus shipping. So paid $1, sold it for $7 plus shipping. Pretty easy. All right, here's a phone. I had these phones for quite a while now because I've had so many of them. I had a bunch of different models of this Panasonic. I have about 40 or 50 cents into this. Once you average it out, I usually buy like phone lots for $4 or $5. Then I break the lot into a bunch of different listings. Usually sell the phones as a listing, sell the charging bases as a listing. So I have about 40 to 50 cents into this, and we got $9.95 plus shipping. So, and we have one more of those to sell. Here's another Lego minifigure. This one we got $11.95 plus shipping, so we didn't take an offer. $11.95 plus shipping. This is Hagrid with his little dragon Norbert. My sister helped me with these Legos. My sister's a huge Harry Potter fan. So most of these I would just take pictures and go, who is this guy? And she would just tell me, oh, that's Hagrid with his pet dragon, Norbert. So, again, a penny into that. $11.95 plus shipping. Alright, here's a bobblehead I got from a yard sale. I think I bought 14 bobbleheads for $10, so I have less than $1 into this. And we got $7.95 plus shipping. It's just it's a Cincinnati Reds bobblehead. Marty Brennaman and Tom Brennaman, who are the guys who call the Reds games on a regular basis. There's a, wow, I got this from probably the nastiest house I've ever been in for so I went to a garage sale. It was more of, I guess, these people were renting out a house or something. I don't really know what was going on with the deal. It was a family member or something that got too sick to take care of their house. They had a bunch of cats. It was just a mess inside. There was fleas everywhere. There was, cat stuff everywhere. Anyway, they were basically I guess their relative went into hospice or something, I don't know. And they were cleaning up the house and selling the stuff. And basically you just went over there and they would just let you in the house. You could just walk around and if you see anything, just pick it up and, we'll sell it to you type thing. So I went in there. It was pretty nasty. Got a bunch of regular Xbox games just, buried under a bunch of stuff. It was pretty bad. But this was one of them. Dragon's Lair 3D. Paid $1 for each game, and we sold this one for $12.50 plus shipping. So I took an offer on that one. So it's a regular old Xbox game. All right, here's a pretty decent remote sale. JVC, again, $1 into these. $15.95 plus shipping. So we got $20 for a remote that we paid $1 for, so that's pretty good. Here, another makeup, $6 for this, and we sold this one for $19.95 plus shipping. All right, Here's one that, so I bought this, as you guys know, Polaroid cell to retrospect, $27.99 plus free shipping, but I specifically saved this one for my sister to list because I wanted to show her how quickly these sold. And I told her, I just said, list this and see how fast this sells. And I think it took them about 7 minutes before they bought this from me. So paid $3 for this at St. Vincent de Paul. Like I said, sold for $27.99 plus free shipping to retrospect. Alright, these are some sealed cassette tapes. These are the high bias ones, so those are the ones you kind of want to look for. Maxell, high bias, there's 7. I paid $3 for all 7 at St. Vincent de Paul, and we sold them for $19.95 plus shipping. So $19.95 plus shipping, bunch of sealed cassette tapes, high bias, that's what you're looking for. Alright, here's another nice sale. Got this for $2 at St. Vincent de Paul. It's like the P90X, but Insanity Max 30. Made by the same company who made P90X. Like I said, spent $2, and this sold for $39.95 free shipping. So, I think there was like 10 different DVDs or something. So, not a bad sale. Paid $2 for it. Here's another bobblehead I got from that lot. Paid $10 for 14 bobbleheads, so I have less than $1 into this one. We got $10.95 plus shipping. Sold a couple bobbleheads this week, which is cool. My bobblehead, I had a bunch of different bobbleheads for sale. They got 1.30 or 40. It's starting to dwindle down. Every week we're selling like 1, 2. So that's good. Even it's off season of baseball, we're still selling them. So pretty cool about that. All right, another Lego. Not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this. Just a little night guy. Love that picture. $9.95 plus shipping for that one. Here's another one of those Brother typewriters. This is a different model. As you can see, this one has the LCD screen in there. This is the SX4000. Again, this is what you're looking for. Take a picture of that daisy wheel. Look and see. Make sure that that's in good condition. I paid $3 for this at St. Vincent de Paul. This sold within, I posted it, and like 2 hours later it sold. $54.95 plus shipping. So, and this was drop shipped as well. This was another drop shipped one. And usually that's the kind of picture I'd take. Just type there, hello eBay, little, show that it actually works. Use that. It comes with the dust cover. That always helps too. That little dust cover right there, pretty important. They'll sell without it, but it's always nice to have that. All right, here's our watch box of the week. This is a Belova watch box. Picked these up from Elder Bierman Closing Sales. Paid 60 cents for this box. Sold it for $16.95 plus shipping. We have 2 more left. So, had these 2-3 months now. And like I said, we sell like a watch box a week, so it's okay. It's all good. Here's a Bop It. This is just kind of a regular old Bop It. Bop Its do sell. Pick these up usually from garage sales for like 50 cents or $1. This one sold for $7.95 plus shipping. So, like I said, yard sale 50 cents to $1. This one took quite a while to sell. There's just nothing special about it. There's ones that are, this is like an original. Back in the day, just now they get a lot more fancier than just 3 little buttons. So, all right, another Lego, $5.95 plus shipping. Made a ton of money off those Legos, man. I wish I had more. I love those. And these were a lot of fun to mess around with. I know I say that a lot, but these were a lot of fun to play. To list and stuff, and to like put them together and figure out who they are. So I had a good time with those. Still got some more left. All right, here's a decent sale. Picked up, these are like Leap Stir, Leap Pad, like the little books and the cartridges that go in there. Picked these up from Valley Thrift Store for $7.99. There was 24 books and matching cartridges. So 24 different books and cartridges, which I thought, man, for $8, that's a lot. I was like, I was looking at them like, man, I just don't know. It's like, it's $8. I'm sure because there's so many of them. 24, even if I could, I was thinking in my mind, even if I could get $2 a piece, if I could get $2 a piece for these, that's still like, $48. That's close to $50 plus shipping. And I'm only paying $8. Seems pretty good. I think I can get $2 a piece for these. So I posted these, and I actually posted them a little higher than I thought I would get. So I posted them for $59.95 plus shipping, and that's what they sold at. And it took like a day. These took like a day to sell. So I think if you can get these in a huge lot like this with a bunch of them, that you can make some money off of them. So I see these pretty often, but usually it's like 1 book and 1 cartridge. Never like 24 books and 24 cartridges. So decent sale for $8. All right, we're up to our final 3 sales of the week. These were the 3 best sales of the week. We had some pretty decent ones. So here it goes. This is an Epoch's Galaxy 2 electronic game. This is from 1982, if my memory serves me correct. But it's like a Galaxy, like it's like a, you know, put some batteries in there, sits on your lap or sits on the table. Play, you know, move. It's got a little joystick there, a little fire button. Like I said, old like handheld type game from 1982. Got this from a yard sale. Went to a yard sale. The lady in her picture, she had an old Atari, like still in the box. That's what I really went there for. She wouldn't sell it to me. She had it in her pictures for a yard sale, but then I guess her daughter changed her mind and was like wanting to sell it on eBay. So I was like, okay. But she had these two, this and another one, Galaxy 1. So she had Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2. Bought them both for $10 a piece. This one sold for $109.95 plus shipping. So a really nice sale. This actually went international, so it's just pretty cool. We, you know, me and my wife put some batteries in there, played a couple of games. It was a lot of fun. Had the original box, had the original paperwork. So the box was in pretty rough shape, but you know, still pretty good for how old it is, 35 years old. So really cool. Cool sale. I liked it. And we made some pretty good money on it. Alright, here's another awesome sale. Got this from my local honey hole, which is a thrift store that shall not be named. But paid $5 for this. This is a digital golf assistant. So I think what you do is like, so you hit your golf ball, and then you have this app or whatever, and you know, it tells you what like club to use and what the distance is, and I don't know, it's supposed to assist you when you're playing golf. Anyway, this was brand new in there. It was still sealed in the package. I think, do I show a picture of that? I don't think I do. But it was still sealed. Oh, there you go. So still sealed. The seal hadn't been broken. I paid $5 for this. And we sold it for, I took an offer on this one, $140 plus free shipping. So it cost me like, I think it was like $8 or $9 to ship. But just a really nice sale. $5 plus free shipping for $140 sale. So pretty cool. Didn't take long. I thought maybe I might sit on this until like the spring when golf came back around, or maybe Christmas or something, but maybe 2 weeks I had this posted, something like that. So pretty nice sale. And the best sale of the week was this. This was a wife find, again from the same thrift store, the thrift store that shall not be named, my local honey hole. We paid $25 for this. This is an ADT home security kit, starter kit, still brand new, never been taken out of the box. So, brand new security starter kit. We thought about maybe keeping this for ourselves, but we live in a pretty quiet neighborhood, so hopefully nothing happens. But anyway, sold this for $159.95 plus free shipping. So, really nice sale. Like I said, we paid $25, which is a lot. I usually don't pay that much for something, but you can absolutely do eBay without spending a whole lot of money. You can, you know, most of the stuff that I buy is like between $1 and like $5. So, and I make it just fine on those price points. This one we paid $25 for because it was brand new, and we knew it would sell really quick. The sell-through rate on these is fantastic. And this sold in, I think I had it posted for like 2 days or something, and it sold. So, 2 days, $159.95 plus free shipping. We paid $25. So, anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Hopefully you found some information there and you enjoyed it. Had you know, like I said, a really strong week. Not sure what's going to happen this week with Thanksgiving and everything. Not sure how the sales are going to be. But, you know, then we got Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up. So I'm running like a sale in my store to, you know, maybe generate some sales this week. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it again. Thank you to all those who have commented, liked, subscribed, watched the videos. Like I said, YouTube is doing much better than I thought it would ever do. So thank you guys for that. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.